Hey, we've got 5 standing core exercises. 5 of my favorites coming up. The first one is wood chopper. I'm going to show an exercise. I'll show some variations too. So for wood chopper, I will typically take a weight in my hand. I happen to have the feet. I want to stand wide apart. So my toes are out, my heels are in a tad, and the weight is in one hand. And what I'm going to do is bend my knees, tap over to the left toe, and then I'm going to swing all the way up and around. Let me give you a different view of that. So I'm going to bend and tap, and then I'm going to have this big rotation that really activates my core. Variation number 2 for wood chopper is that rather than dipping down, I'm going to simply curve around, and then I'm going to do that same rotation. So that would be a variation on wood chopper. And the last variation is standing hip width apart, and the weight in my hand, both hands like this, I'm down, and I can swing up and down. Swing up and down. That would be the third variation for wood chopper. The next one that I'm going to show you is Frankenstein, which is from the Monty Python Ministry of Silly Walks. Aiming to the front, I am lifting my leg and lifting my leg. So what lifts my leg? My core. Lift and lift. So that would be variation number 1. I can add arms. If I want a little more challenge, I could goblet hold a kettlebell and continue, and I could walk forward and back if I have the space to do that. Excellent standing core for Frankenstein. The next one is a ceiling circle, and I will show it to you simply, and then we'll add some props. So my arms are up, my shoulders aren't up, just my arms are up in the air, and it's called a ceiling circle. It's just like I'm going to draw a circle on the ceiling with my arms in the following manner. I'll show it to you front and then side. So I'm hinging forward, hinging to the side, hinging back behind me, hinging to the other side, hinging back forward. So from the side, hinging forward, hinging to the side, hinging back, hinging to the other side, and forward again. So you can see I'm drawing a circle above me. And you don't want to cheat any direction, right? You want to lean forward, lean side, lean back, other side, and forward again. So I sometimes like to do this with a resistance band that I have folded up so it's about shoulder distance apart, so that can work. I will sometimes press into a yoga block and use that as my anchor, and I can as well do it with a weight, and this would be a little bit harder, right? So there's a weight over my head, so I'm gonna hinge forward, hold on to that weight, the weight's not gonna drop, hinge to the side, hinge back behind me, hinge to the other side, and hinge forward again, right? So I wanna make sure I'm not dropping that weight when I do the hinges, that my arms are holding it up. Ceiling circle. Excellent, excellent, excellent exercise. So the next thing we've got is courtesy lunge with high knee. And this is just a simple one, no variations. All I'm going to do is standing nice and tall. I'm going to curtsy lunge, and I'm going to come up and lift that knee, and then curtsy lunge again and lift that knee. So I would do that on both sides. Curtsy lunge, lift that knee, curtsy lunge, lift that knee. There you go. The next one also is one that features balance, and it is a single leg deadlift, which in yoga is a warrior 3. So we will do it empty-handed at first, because my ambition is to go so far over that I can tap the ground in front of me. That is my ambition. So I'm going to stand nice and tall. I'm tapping my left leg back because I'm going to float my left leg up and balance on my right leg as I tip my torso over. Hips stay square, shoulders stay square to the mat in front of me. So I'm going to come over, and my ambition is to tap the floor and come back up. That is is my ambition. And if I want to do it weighted, I'll use that same 8 that I've been using. If I want to do it weighted, I keep the weight on the same side. I can either keep the weight on the opposite side or have the weight on the same side that I'm lifting my leg. And the arm is just going to let the weight keep it down. I'm not lifting in any way, shape, or form. It's just going to stay down. So I'm going to tap that left foot back again. And nice and tall to prepare. And then I'm going to come over. And so it's just gravity is taking that arm down. Nothing else is happening with that arm. And I'll come back up again. Single leg deadlift, either with holding a weight or doing a tap. So all of these standing core exercises are exceptional. Give them a try and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear.